Hello, hello. I am dying. Hold on, I have to like reconnect everything. I think we're okay. We got it, we got it. Okay, cool. Alright. Sorry today was a little slow. There was a bunch of technical difficulties and things were crazy and I haven't eaten breakfast and everything is nutso and the cat was screaming and then the food and there was so much happening. Hi Blue Breeze, how are you today? Let me eat some of this egg before I start because I actually need to be good and have breakfast. Yesterday I got hit with a Depresso Espresso and I didn't eat anything, so I need to force rice in me even if it kills me. Num num num. I'm doing okay. The end of this semester is slowly killing me. But I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. So, let me get started on this. Okay, that's my signature. Alright, let me get rid of all this shit. Goodbye! We're gonna save. Close that. Yeah, otherwise doing okay. It's been low-key kind of nuts, but it is what it is, you know? Oh, there's like a bunch of weird shit here. Alright. Can I... Oops, wrong one. My bad. I gotta like get rid of whatever the hell is going on outside of this thing. I'm not really sure. This is from a couple weeks ago, so I don't remember what was going on. What is this? Why are you like this? Hello? Hi, Gamby, how are you? Actually, this is what I'm gonna do. Select, crop. What is going on here? What more could there possibly be outside of this thing? Okay, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm done freaking out. I'm done. I am doing okay. I have been doing mentally not very well. So I've been feeling very, like, sick. And, not great. But, you know, hell persists and so do I or some shit, whatever that saying is. The horrors persist and so do I. That's the sentence, I think. Let me crop this bastard. There, now I can scale it up in the appropriate way. So now I gotta figure out how I want to crop this. Ooh, and there's gonna... I think I'm going to actually take some of these elements and move them, but that's okay because I can make that happen. Let me go ahead and turn this off. these are my lines. So let's start with that. I gotta redo all the line work. And that's okay. So let me put this up here, and then also to wherever red is, there she is. Grab her and put her up here too. I'm gonna go ahead and turn all of this off. And then I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm gonna move this like this, and I'm gonna just move just the tree. But yeah, things have been kind of nuts. Things have been, I don't know, really intense for no reason. Literally the most chaotic shit. And apparently I'm not the only one feeling it either. For a lot of other people, this has been like the worst November that's ever happened to them. And I'm like, how is this possible? Like, oh, whoops, this is the wrong layer. It is insane to me that that is how that went. Hi, Cal, how are you? How you doing? Alright, so now everything that is not this tree, I'm getting rid of. I need to try and figure out if I want to get rid of Little Red or not, or if I want to move her rather. If I need to get rid of this, goodbye. Fix the composition a little bit. There we go. Oh god, what have you been doing the last 2 days? How are you? What's going on? Let me eat some more of my egg and my rice. I've got some Tamago Kake Gohan here for breakfast, lunch. I respect Tamago Kake Gohan because it takes everything I dislike about eggs, which is just the white part, and it gets rid of it. Oh my god, you're really getting into it. You're jumping head first? Jumping head first into some shit. You know, of all the things that you were gonna say, that was not what I anticipated. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, let me... Let me look at this and figure out. I know that he really likes capes. I think for the sake of, I actually like this. But I added a hood. And I recognize this is the cleanest body. But I don't think I want to give her a gun. So I think I'm gonna... I need to pose her in a better way. And I'm gonna try and really stylize her. I'm gonna be working in Daz for just a second. So sorry I can't show this character because... I'll get kicked off of Twitch. We don't want that. I'm full of surprise, multifaceted. Honestly, ain't that just the way? I think I'm going to stick with these colors, though, as much as they're kind of dull. I don't know. I'll need to put it up against my other production painting. Yeah, no booba. If I do the booba, it'll fight me, and I don't really want to be fought by Jeff Bezos. Okay, so let me look at my little things here. So the legs are hella long, like they're just fucking hilariously long. And the legs are silly skinny. She's built like a what are those, like little shonen girls? Okay, so let me go my waist. Let me go torso length. We're gonna shorten her torso just a little bit. Waist cuts in. Chest looks good. Let me do some arms. I'm gonna go with my arms length a little bit. I just really want to stylize her in a way that looks good. Let's see, and I want a really high heel. Let's see. Foot. And then what else are we doing? Do I want a bigger head? I don't know. Hi, Gabriel. I'm working on... So we're going to be finishing up a production painting for class. So this is my line art. This was the demo with the colors. So effectively, we've got... This is our blueprint. And then I'm going to be going in and cleaning up all the line art. And then I need to redo Red here. I'm going to do a different pose for her, I think. Something that's a little bit more impactful and showcases, I think, a weapon maybe, like an axe or something. But yeah, this is my Western adaptation of Little Red Riding Hood is what we're working on. I just did my final design for Lobo, who is the villain of this story. And this is what he looks like now. So because he got a redesign based on critique, I figured that Red Luta, she also needs like a redesign really, really bad. So his is really fucking strong now, and then now hers is weak as hell. Oop, everybody stretch! Stretch your back, stretch your arms, stretch your chest. But yeah, so I'm currently building a thing in Daz right now, so apologies I can't show it on screen. Oh, do we have an entire self-care special? Posture check, no shrimping. Everyone sit up, don't forget. If you hit me with a hydrate, I gotta go get water. Yep, you did. Okay, hold on, let me go grab my water bottle really quick. I'll be right back. Alright. I hydrated and didn't dehydrate. I think for me, to be honest, I have to go with $100 because that is guaranteed. I don't do super well with mystery boxes because if I open it and it's like a rubber duck or something, I'm going to be super mad. And I'm like so poor that I can effectively never pass up money. So I gotta go with $100. Either way leads to disappointment. If I could choose to not play, that would be my choice. But if I had to play, Okay, hold on now. Okay, I know that that seems silly. All right, let me see. Let me just edit this pose a little bit here. And see if I can get this to work. Sorry, y'all. I wish I didn't have to do this on the, like, off screen. If I could do this in another place, I would. But Twitch is particular. Oh yeah, so funny story about how I had another desk, or well, I guess this has always been my desk, and then Jace had another desk. It is an IKEA desk, and the other one we literally exploded when we moved out of the other place, intentionally. So we literally I watched my friend, I shit you not, rip it apart with an axe, a hand axe. It was very majestic, and then we threw it over a balcony, and it was very chaotic and intense. So, yeah, it was pretty great. But ultimately, I am a small human, so it looks really tiny, but also my monitors are really big, and also my computer tower is big as fuck. Tee! Hey, Kraken! How's it going? How's writing been going? It's been interesting. It's been a lot of switching over to, writing werewolf fiction, actually. So I'm going to be doing a pitch for Wattpad. My other pitch was denied because I think there's too much romantasy on the market. So the writing was really good. They told me that they liked my writing and that they liked my character development, story, pacing, all of that shit, which is great. They instead asked me to change gears and write in a vertical that they know is lacking in content. So now I'm writing werewolf fiction, and I hate werewolf fiction, notoriously. I do not fucking like it. I don't like reading it. I think it's stupid. The tropes aren't based in science. All of it is awful. Do not like. So we're going to try and subvert it and make it something new, and I think that we got something good. And I'm going to be working on that tomorrow, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. Was it a bad desk? Part of it was broken, and yes, part of it was bad. Now Jace has this beautiful Secret Labs desk that's fucking enormous. And, the only way that I could work... I mean, honestly, when you're poor, you don't really have a choice. So I got this desk because it was cheap. That's how I can work with this desk. You cope. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, I think I got a better pose here. It's the same essence, but... yeah, if I had a choice, I also would have a $1,000 Secret Labs desk, but I only just recently... like, I'm pretty sure... let me do some math. As an individual, you make... if you make less than $15,000, you're considered in extreme poverty in the United States. Let's see what I got. Barely. I'm barely above extreme poverty now. That's good. It's good to know. Before I got this job as a teacher, I was in extreme poverty. So that was fucking cool. Would not recommend. And I was like that for 8 years, effectively. So it was awful. It was awful. It was a lot. So I'm very thankful for the new job that I have. Alright, let me censor this butt, because apparently that was the problem that Twitch had last time, was with this butt. Okay, there we go. Jeff Bezos doesn't like butts. He's not an ass man, guys. Hi, James. How are you? Write in spite to make the genre better. That's my thought, Blue Breeze. That's my thought. And we'll see. Lycanthropy turns humanoids into wolves. Based on the Greek definition of lycanthropy, yes, because that's where we get the word lycanthrope from. But shifter fiction is kind of its own bitch, and it has so many different subfacets to it that, like, at this point, like, effectively, shifter fiction is literally anything turning into anything else. So, like, you could have somebody turning into a merman, I think, and it still counts as shifter fiction. Or like a fish man. You could have like all sorts of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna put her up here like this, actually, and plant her feet on the road like that. So we're gonna turn this off, and then this is what we're gonna be working with instead. Yeah, Jace used to have an L-shaped desk, and to be fair, there is like another portion of a desk behind me. I look like shit, so I'll show you with the floating camera. Give me just a second. Hold on, I'm gonna take you on a butterfly in the sky. Okay, so if you look in the room, hello, it's me. There's that little desk over there. That was attached to Jace's L-shaped desk, but as you can see, it's got a big-ass Cintiq on it. And so I can't use it. Otherwise, I might have that over by me, maybe. And then Jace's desk is over here, and he has like a big... This is like a massive-ass desk, clearly. And it's a hydraulic desk, so it's a standing desk. But, yeah, kind of interesting. I am working with IKEA, and that's what we got. I am so poor. Yeah, I definitely don't mind working small. I've never really minded working small. What do you use for the posing? So the program that I have is called Daz 3D. It is incredibly useful. It helps me speed up my process so much for consistency's sake, because I can create these pre-made figures with anatomy, which is like consistent anatomy, which is great for comics. But yeah, Daz 3D. The program itself is free. The base models are also free, and then you can download base poses or pay people for their, like, they call them model morphs, so, like, if you need, like, a really buff guy or, like, a child or things like that, you can download those if you want to. I think I'm actually going to put her hood down for this image. I look like a distinguished gentleman, thank you. Let me pull up, hold on, let me get my author headshot here. I have a better photograph of myself. It was before I was blonde, but that is me. This was from several years ago, though, so I look like a little child. My face is definitely like angled out since then. I am a completely different human. I still own the same clothes, though. I've been wearing the same hat for 5 fucking years. Yeah, Gamby's right. For anatomy, it's super, super good. And I know that there are people, like, I have people coming to my stream all the time, and they're like, oh, it's cheating, and it's like, they don't understand that in the industry where we use things like Sketchfab and things like that to draft, landscapes and things like that, and so it's not really, like, it's not cheating, especially if you know and understand anatomy yourself. And I can definitely pull up loads of examples of my own work where I have done my own work traditionally. So definitely learn the foundations, obviously. That's really important, but like also it's okay like if you need to use tools to speed your shit up, and like I would rather have an accurate illustration that I can focus on effectively getting the essence than I would want a I guess like an inaccurate illustration that looks less good. But that's just my thought. I don't know. So, I guess the reason I don't really have a variation of this hat, I literally have it on my head right now. Yeah, is that a slouchy beanie? Yes, it is. H&M. It's like gray. The reason I don't get another hat is because most of the clothes that I wear are monochrome anyway. I very rarely wear anything other than black, white, or gray. And so it just matches everything that I own. Yep, Gamby's right. Yeah, you can definitely use the models in any way that you like. So it's super cool. It's a great program, and you can animate and things in there, which is really cool. So it has a lot of applications. I like to use it to figure out my lighting as well, especially for things like subsurface scattering for human faces and shit. It's fucking so useful. So useful. Yeah, that's exactly what I use it for, is for comics, because then that way I'm consistent. I need to get better at drawing people, but it feels intimidating to start. Yes, people can be intimidating. It's funny because I find that landscapes and animals are intimidating to me. So I think everybody's got kind of their own thing, you know? Like, it's one thing that you're good at, and that's okay. You just gotta keep practicing, and then you'll get there. But honestly, one of the tips that my teacher, my life drawing teacher in undergrad, taught me that was really useful, and I have the examples of it. I don't know if the version that I have has a weenie on it, because it's Michelangelo's David. Let me see. Oh no, I censored it. Cool. So this is the example that he would teach us for practicing anatomy. So this, you can take any classical sculpture. So in this case, I took Michelangelo's David, and you can do a bunch of different things with it. So here's the basic statue that is just censored, right? And then you can go over and block in rough anatomy geometry. You can go in and block in your spine and bones, roughly. You can block in detailed anatomy, and what you can do is you can just trace and trace and trace and trace and trace and trace and practice and print out different angles, different statues, different sculptors, different periods, but typically you want to try and find stuff that is anatomically accurate, and just trace and trace and trace and trace and trace, and eventually what you're going to do is you're going to teach your hand muscle memory. So using DAZ is really, really similar to that, where you are effectively training your hand and your eye to be able to recognize certain shapes and then go from there, which can be really useful. So that's definitely a method I would recommend. My teacher was a master sculptor. He was very good at what he did. And I respect it. I respect it. Okay, let me open up to... I liked the other aspects of her outfit, but I need... Let me open up the other shit. Yeah, it's definitely a fun exercise. I remember we would go to faculty meetings and stuff, and he would go and sit in the faculty meeting with a clipboard with just 8.5 by 11 copy paper on it and a Sharpie, and he'd be doing that the entire time, just going and going and going, just to keep his hands busy. Okay, so let me get this in here, because I like the rest of her outfit, but she needed some help. I guess actually to I recognize these are kind of weak poses, all things considered. That's okay. Okay. Welcome back. See, on the bag side, oh, I gotta be careful. The bag side is actually lower. And then let's do, oh my god. Cheeseburger spring roll sounds like the most American thing you could have possibly said. Oh my god. I can't. You're killing me. Okay, so now let me get this in here. Like this. And we got this going on. Yeah, the tricky thing about Daz, the only thing that I dislike, and I'm having to push it even more, is that the models, because they're based on realism, they don't necessarily, they're not stylized enough for me. So that's the only thing that I wish was different, but alas. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So you gotta really push your models, and then that results in some super freaky looking models. We all remember Drema. She was horrifying. I had this alien character who's based off of a salamander, and we had to really make her anatomy just the freakiest shit in Daz in order to get it to work, and I still have nightmares about that. Or I think about the kid models. They're, like, actually kind of bad in most cases. And so you end up with, like, really messed up looking kids, but that's okay. They do their job. Okay, so let me see here. It's just white. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually bring her little wrist down, and I know that this is gonna look really silly. Already she seems like she's so thin, but I promise this makes sense. And then I'm gonna have to, at some point, let me bring this little thing. And stylizing hands, too, that's like a whole ass other thing. So, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get the axe in here last. Okay, other side. Let me see, I'm gonna bring in, I think, this layer. What direction did I blow this that way? Who is fucking... Stop, God, so many. Hands make me angry every time. Honestly, same. I feel like I'm much better at drawing hands now, like especially traditionally. I'm very lucky that I had... Let me see if I can find it. Oops, wrong class. I had a class called Drawing the Human Head, right? So this is some of my traditional work, by the way. You know, so... Point being is I can draw without these aids, I promise. But I did have this class, and at some point we were looking at drawing hands, and I was really rushed for time this week, but I'm getting a lot better at being able to draw hands from observation, which is good. So I just need to keep doing it. The tricky bit is going from this point to stylization. Chatty mode. Back to chat. Yeah. So eventually I'll get there. Okay, let me get rid of Lobo. I don't need him anymore. Ooh. Let's see. Let me see here. I gotta be careful with... Let me see here. I'm gonna bring this like this. That way I can... There we go. Have some of this going on. Oops, like that. And then let me move this like this. Alright. Yeah, so unfortunately I'm going to have to go over everything again because all of the thumbnail was made very small. So, that's okay. Sometimes that's the way it goes. So far, her little hands are looking okay. And I think I'm going to bring her shorts up and tighter. Because that'll accentuate her legs a little bit. Okay, so that looks good. And then, yeah. So let me go like this. Because that's the butt. And then I'm gonna do like a little guy. Boot shorts. Yep, this is like roughly based on like a fictional period between like, I would say the 1890s and the 1930s, you know, so like I can't say that this is like Wild West accurate at all. In any way, shape, or of the form, like way or shape, it is not accurate. Also, Gabriel, thank you so much for following me on Blue Sky, by the way. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. She got them naked legs. Okay, let's see. So in order to stylize this even more, I actually have to bring this in further, which you'd think would break this illustration, but actually... Yeah, so this is the main problem with Daz, is that if you want to push this, if you want to really have, like, the most stylized models of all time, you have to, like... You're going to be breaking the anatomy. It's gonna look weird. But that's okay. Because honestly, that's all I could ever ask for. Oh, I'm going for the blue. I'm going for blue popsicle every time. Fucking love blue. Cause that's normally like the blue raspberry flavor. That shit gets me. Actually, I'm gonna bring this back. Yeah, I think, yeah, grape is my close second as well. And then I think, like, red comes in third for me. But I do love those little fucking, those little popsicles. Little skinty leg. Okay, so now we got skinty leg. So now let me go over my, or let's get an axe in here. Okay, cool. This is like some... Let's see, I don't really need this. Let me turn this. I might need to bend her arm a little bit, which I think I will, actually. So, let me do that really fast. I knew that that was going to happen. So, do you have to correct the DAS models after? Pretty much almost always. Like, they're a good tool, but you definitely can't rely on them. And I might actually need to bend her wrist as well. But that's okay. But I can't bend it so much that it looks like broken, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to fucking break her arm. We don't need to do that. There we go. Better, better, better. And then there's slight perspective on the thing too, so... I need to like look at an axe head. I don't know what that looks like. We might have the same issue that we ran into last time, so I'm gonna have to maybe look up an axe on Sketchfab and spin it around. Sometimes grape flavor can be nasty. Cool. Damn, I wish that I could spin this in the way that I need it to. But I can't. Damn you, Sketchfab. That's okay. Alright, so... Actually, this might do it. Let me see what we got. Nope, not that. Perspective is a little intense. Let me actually go like this. Let me see if I can dick with the perspective enough to where it does what I need it to do. And I recognize that, like, I would really like something that's like, hold on. Okay, who just, like, please leave me the fuck alone. God, I hate telemarketers so much. Like, I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb and mute it because I can't fucking work like this. Okay, I don't know if I like that too much. Hi, Lena! Welcome in, how are you? I'm struggling. Like, I recognize... Let me see if I can get a better angle. Oh! Wait! Wait! Maybe this one is in the better angle. Let's see. And I'm probably not going to include... Yeah, that's better. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of lengthen it a little bit. Oh, buddy! Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so I'm not gonna use... I don't want to use this guy's model exactly, obviously. We're gonna go with like a more... Let me see. I'm gonna go with more of like an indigenous inspired axe, but not like necessarily exactly, because people will just fucking tie a bunch of feathers to an axe and be like, it's Native American. So we're not gonna do that. So let me look at some tomahawks and play. Okay, that's much better. Let me see. Can I find like a Navajo tomahawk? Because I would like this weapon to be cool. Work fighting computer programs, making one change and then waiting a couple minutes to see if it worked. Oh, you guys are getting apparently a lot of snow down there. We don't have any snow up here, believe it or not. Yeah, legitimately the roof, I just like went and looked outside. The roof is like clear. There's like nothing. There's like no snow. I'm shook. Okay, so let me look at some. Nice. This one looks good. Okay, so we're going to be effectively combining a fire axe and a tomahawk. So let me go. We're going to start with, this is going to be a big ass axe, and I recognize that. Let me start with, get rid of this. I like the shape of this. So this is going to be our like base geometry here. And then I'm going to not do like kind of a modern handle down there. I'm just going to round this off. And then this is really where this like, I guess geometry is important. So let me do this. Alright, y'all. And then this is gonna go like that, like that. And then, once we're done with this... Bless all the people who make the 3D models of axes, just saying. Okay, so then there's this line, like that. Okay, so now let's get rid of this. Yeah, buddy! Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Alright. So let me get rid of Luta's head. Goodbye. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, but I'm going to reduce opacity on that, and then let's go get some tomahawk details on this. I don't really want a bunch of stuff hanging off of the tomahawk itself. Because I like this a lot. So this is going to have... We're going to put some rabbit fur, I think. Here. Because this is going to give this, like, way more character. We got some deer hide, like, tassels and stuff coming off of that. And then this is all beads here, which I'm going to use my pearl brush to actually do the detail on, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I won't worry about that. And then we're gonna go in and do this. And then apparently they have these like rawhide swirlies. We like the rawhide swirlies. Yes, we do. And then wherever the hand is. I see. Hold on, I gotta be careful here. Is it perfect? No. Are the people gonna care? Not really. Let's see. So I'm gonna do another new layer here, and we're gonna put this down like this. Nice. And then over here, I'm just gonna go like this, and we're gonna braid this all the way down. Braid, 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 braid. Okay, sorry, I promise I'm gonna be done hyper-focusing on this in about 15 seconds. I appreciate y'all being patient. Everything's fine. Okay, now let me get rid of that weird little line by... Nice! Yep, you got that good grip on this axe. Okay, cool. We're making it happen! Now that she's done, effectively that wasn't like that much of, I guess, it could be worse. In terms of modifications, could be way worse. So now, I gotta clean this up once more. And then I gotta do the line art for the rest of my stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw in the color. Flat color on this one. Alright, she's looking good. I don't need these anymore. Okay. Let me reduce this down in terms of opacity. Alright, so now let's fix all of the fucking line art on this thing. I don't really like doing landscapes, but I know I'm going to have to if I want to work in visual development, so I need to just, like, not be a weenie and be sad anymore, you know? Aw, doggo, that's so sweet. I woke up this morning and my cat had decided that my pillow was his. So I was completely pushed off of the pillow. I don't get to sleep on it anymore, apparently. No, it's been a minute since I've heard this song. Oh, this is like some early internet shit. Holy God. Hydrate. Everybody drink Wawa. Don't be lame. There we go. Okay, I love this scangly tree, but it really is super crusty. Look at its crust. It's dead. This tree, dead. Ultra dead. Ultra crispy. This is like somewhere in Arizona. They don't got live trees. Just kidding. Arizona's great. Honestly, as long as I can just get through the line work, I'm gonna be real proud of myself. I'm just going to be double checking and making sure my line work looks good, because there's certain things that I need to be ultra thick because they're close. And I'm going to put maybe some more narrative in here. I don't know if I'm going to be busting this door open. I don't know. I'm trying to think about this moment. Like, what is this moment in the story? Because I think that this is, like, pre-confrontation. Like, her grandma's in there, and, like, Lobo is, like, in there as well. So I don't know if he's, like, broken the door down or what that looks like. So I might change some of the details on this house just for, like, narrative storytelling purposes. So that's the question, really. There we go. Okay. Save. What is even happening? Oh, hey, also. Oh, would you mind explaining what's happening in the scene again? Yeah, sure. I'm actually not sure, and that's kind of what I have to figure out. Is that I have to try and figure out if, like, what moment this is at. You know, is this, like, the beginning of the story where she's, like, coming home to her grandma for the first time and she's just been, like, hunting and that's why she's got her axe? Or is this, like, Lobo is in the house with the grandma, threatening the grandma, and then that's what she's coming up on. So I have to try and figure out if I should break down the door or if I should, like... You know, there's, like, a couple of narrative elements in here that need to be considered and worked through, and I'm not sure yet what those are. So that's kind of where I'm sitting. Let me see here. Time to apply some thick line art to this too. So I don't know. I have to, yeah, I'm not sure. Do I want to break the door down or do I want to leave it as is now the question that I have to ask myself. Because I'm kind of lazy and I might not. Which is, laziness, of course, in the studio wouldn't fly. But I recognize while I would love to be able to have this in my portfolio, I would prefer to have this in another, I don't know. This is just class, I guess is my point. So do I want to put in that much effort? Maybe. And this is probably not going in my final portfolio anyway. Because what I don't want to have happen is I recognize I'm going to be applying for a specific studio in New Zealand when we move. And I don't know if they take remote work or not. And so that's going to be the question. And this might live on my portfolio website, which honestly, that's actually something that I need to work on too, is I need to make a portfolio website. So it'll be separate from the website that I already have now. I'll probably just call it like TaikoDuelis.com or something. Or maybe TaikoRibatalk.com. We haven't changed our last name yet, so I've just been like Taiko Duelis for so long. And that's like my author identity as well, that it's like, it's just kind of wild to think about having to change my whole last name. Could be weird. Getting married is weird, guys. Y'all, it's a time. Wait. There we go. Thankfully, this whole thing is like relatively easy. Yeah, it is quite permanent. All things considered. Yeah, permanent sleepover? It's true. It's true. Yeah, I'm very lucky that the person that I got married to is literally the best. When you find your person, you just nail it, you know? Chew! Oh, excuse me, sorry. Chew! It gets cold like this, and then my nose goes, I'm dying. And I'm like, what are you, why? Yeah, Jace is literally the best. At least for me. Alright, let's see. I'm dying. Oh, I wanted to say thank you to all of the Ko-fi members, by the way. We're now 79% of the way to our goal, and I know that a bunch of people, I think a couple people have voted on the Betrayer's Blade, which is really fucking great. So you all rock. Let me see. Yeah, we got 3 votes on that, so thank you so much for people who have voted on the Betrayer's Blade so far. If you're interested in signing up, you can sign up for my Ko-fi for $1 and get access to effectively a choose-your-own-adventure novel that we're doing over there. Apologies for the weird texting. Fingers are done. Honestly, I like even when I'm typing, sometimes I'm like, my hands are broken. There's nothing I can do. Well, what the hell is that? Get out of there. I'm excited. It seems like people are leaning more towards Benny scouting ahead and trying to do that way, which is fun. I'm excited. I have no idea how this is gonna go. It's at least been kind of a fun experiment. Okay, get some, like, agave plants in here. Oh, and Blue Breeze, I wanted to tell you too, I'm probably going to work on your commissions on Thursday, so thank you so much for being patient with me, like, while I fucking scream and try and get through school. It's been definitely a struggle. I'm on the struggle bus over here, and so Thursday will be the day that I'm going to start on them. Look at these little plants. I also gotta finish editing that guy's novel, too. Shit's been crazy. I got so much freelance work all at the same time. Okay. Photoshop, that was not what I did. Thanks, though. You know that moment when Photoshop is like, you want a line right here, and you're like, no, that's not what I said, but cool, thank you, though. Let me think about the... Let's see, because if the horizon line is literally, like, right there, theoretically, I should be able to see the top of this board, I think. If I had to guess. Yes, that looks right in my brain. Don't we just love our scangly boards? Look at this scangly post. It's me, a scangly post. That's my drag name. I got a really exciting long format video coming out soon, y'all. It'll be out on Saturday, and I'm actually like high-key kind of excited about releasing it. And it's a video on how LGBT authors are subverting tropes for holiday fiction, because I feel like holiday fiction can be really like stereotypical and hallmarky, and it's been a very heteronormative dominated space for a minute. And so it's exciting to see queer authors writing very gay holiday fiction. Oh my god, I forgot you were doing that. How's that going for you, by the way? You are a brave soul. I feel like I didn't clarify like how these boards are attached. So I'm gonna attach like a really scangly ass nail here. Because that's just funny to me. Look at these scangly nails. I am gonna do a solid one here though, like that one made it in. And then I'm gonna also do another one down here. Yeah, that's fine. It just needed like a way to actually be affixed to the post. That doesn't make any sense otherwise though. Same with this here. And then let me do like another one. For the most part, it's nailed into the post. Oh my god. Finished that training scene that I was writing, and I think it came out pretty good. That's awesome. It took a bit to figure out the positioning wording, though. Yeah, I feel like it's like that, and combat scenes somehow are like really difficult because you don't want to be too repetitive on accident. Oh my god, I'm trying to avoid words like entrance and member because war flashbacks. Oh god. From 2014. This is why I don't read any, like, I don't read any spicy books at all. I just, like, am super uninterested in them. And this werewolf thing that I'm fucking writing is gonna have to be really spicy. Like, it's not gonna be, like, all spice, I don't think. But it's gonna be intense compared to what I typically write, which is fiction for children. So... I like this one, how this post is a spike. Grandma doesn't fuck around. Grandma knows. I actually kind of want to move this. I don't like this. I would prefer, like, maybe like a bigger stick. There we go. Okay. I am afraid. I wish I could just do lasso tool art like lowish, but I don't have that skill set. You're like, I gotta make it extra sparkly. I can't. Okay, so now the road has some, like, depth to it. It's like, yes, this is actually, like, a different material. This is so stressful. All right. Bug pheromones that kicked this all off smells like fucking strawberries. I can't. Maybe you'll find those 2010s kids. It's just they're adults now. Alright, I guess let me just draw this fucking house. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to show this. Because Grandma lives. Let me see if I can find like a broken down door here. Okay. Let's look at that, I guess. What inspired you to work on this out of the blue, Cal? What happened to you? Okay, sorry, my brain is soup. Don't we just love little stairs? $3K words is a lot of words. How long is this monstrosity gonna be? I was lying in bed. Oh my god. You're like, well, I guess it's time. The gods have demanded it, so it shall be. I wonder... Damn. I was like, I wonder if I can actually use this other color to make it go, and the answer was no. Okay, don't mind my kind of shitty stairs. They're good enough, and that's what matters, you know? Y'all, I'm so tired. I have to do an oil painting this week. I don't even... Electric Avenue was playing. Oh my god. Jason's supposed to give me a massage tomorrow, and I am forever grateful. Yo, what do we do about all this crazy burnout? You know what I'm saying? What do we do about it? I don't know if anybody else is experiencing like the worst end of year burnout that you've ever experienced in your whole life. Cry. Honestly, for some reason I can't get myself to cry. I don't know if I'm broken or what the fuck is going on, but I'm like, this is fine, and then I'm just kind of like not crying, you know? Fucking so nuts. Okay, time to go bust this door down, I guess. I'm just like double checking all my line art to make sure that this doesn't look like ass. But we're doing okay. Boop. Oh, there's the link for my Ko-fi. If anybody is interested in jumping on Betrayer's Blade before the voting period ends for these first 2 chapters, now is the time to do it. It is $1 to vote on what happens next in the story, if that is something that you want to be a part of. But that just dropped into the chat. If that's something that you want to participate in, I would be so thrilled if you came and hung out and read my dumb story. It's an adult fantasy about a young man who unfortunately gets wrapped up in a magic war and becomes contaminated by a dark wizard who effectively decides that this guy's soul is the perfect tool, I guess, to create a dark magic object. And so he has to then embark on a mission of espionage and, I guess, like playing 2 sides of the same war while slowly being corrupted and losing his own autonomy and his life to this guy. And it's based in the world of my award-winning novel, One Pale Reflection, if that's something that you are interested in. The main character, Benny, is very nice. He is a himbo. He's a sunshine boy, and we must protect him at all costs. So if you want to read the book, it goes out every, first of the month, and then you get to vote for what happens next. So even I don't know what's going to happen next. I have no fucking clue. It is a mystery. Hydrate. Speaking of phoenixes, did y'all see that they put a phoenix on the top of the Notre Dame after they rebuilt it? Then that is maybe the most majestic ass shit that I've ever heard. That's like the best thing that they could have done for the Notre Dame. Do you like my bendy ass buildings? Actually, hold on. I wish that I could just turn in just like garbage and be like, look, I'm so sorry. But I know that that's all that's gonna do is next week I'm gonna be screaming and I'm gonna have to turn in a bunch of shit to get done with my final project and stuff. And the more that I get done now, the better critique I'm gonna get. So I can't. I have to just scream and go through this entire thing. I love it when, like, people tell you that your shit is good. I consistently, even, like, writing my original shit, I'm constantly shocked that people care. I don't know what that line is, but I'm gonna get rid of it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. See here. I'm gonna just hint that something is like kind of wrong here. That's all I need. So I'm gonna go in with my window and actually these are gonna be black. So that one's a black hole. This one is, let's go in like that. Like that. And then like that. Because in my other stuff, what did I do here? Hold on, sorry, I'm turning everything back on. They were white, so I'm gonna end up changing the vibe here, but that's okay. What did I do with the... Oh, I did, like, paneling on the front. I need to just do that. And... Oh, it's the back of the fucking house. Oh! Wait, so there's, like, an error here. Ew! I have learned. I learned. I didn't know. I figured it out. And I know that this looks kind of shitty, but this is what we're gonna work with here. Ugh, this is so intense. It's gonna take me like several years to get through this. Hi, Jace! I wish you could come home too. I'm so fucking tired. And like cold. I guess tonight we'll have the rest of the tamale pie, huh? Or leftovers in general. I might have the tamale pie for lunch. I don't know. Anything is possible. Okay. Alright, so now I gotta do this thing. Let's see. Oh my god, please. I really need like an intentional line here. There we go, better. My foot's falling asleep. Oh yeah, you're right though. We could do that fucking Cincinnati chili. God damn. I want to try some of that salad lady's recipe from TikTok. Yeah, that sounds good. I wish that I wanted more salads when it was like cold, but because it's cold, I'm like, I don't want salad. Oop, everybody stretch. It's time to stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. Make sure you're nice and crispy. We like being crispy in here. Crispy is kind of relevant. Or relative, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so let me see here. This is how we're gonna do this. So this is a busted ass door. And then we're gonna go in like this. So clearly this thing has been broken down. And actually I'm just gonna kind of connect this over the like this. Don't you just love it when your entire ass door gets busted in? Because this at least gives a little bit more of a, like a narrative here, you know? Like there's something actually going on instead of it just being like, she's standing there. This does not fit the perspective of the door. Hold on. God damn it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it happen. What is happening right now? There we go. It's busted. Okay, and then that'll just also be a black hole. Oh, nice. New cup of tea. What are you drinking today, Cal? Oh, yeah, you're right, though. Let's plan for one of those next week, Jace. We can also get her cookbook, too. She has a cookbook out. It snowed last night where I am, and my joints are not happy. Honestly, yes. Apparently it's dumping in Colorado Springs, Jace. So, yay. Truly, I've never felt so old. Ah, that lemon gingy. That sounds delicious. Okay, so now we're getting there. This is like the most complicated part of this piece. Peach ginger sounds delightful. Got about an inch here in the springs and it's still coming down. Oh, gotta decide if you're gonna go to your class. Well, if you do, drive safe. Because I know, like, it's not really about the amount of snow, it's about the ice. And then also people drive, like, little dum-dums for whatever reason. We can have that when we get home. Yeah, literally everybody else drives like they're on crack. I don't know why that is, Lena. I have no idea. Everything is chaos. Photoshop, thank you. It's tough because this damn thing I also curved. So it like, this whole building is only partially in perspective correctly and then the rest of it goes round. I wonder if I should do like red. Like it's smoky, does that make sense? Like the city or like the fields on fire? Hi Karma, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Let's see. What am I looking at? Well, didn't we just listen to this song? I don't know. Thankfully, both clients this morning were needing light work. Oh, yeah. Hopefully the afternoon is not so bad. Okay. Okay, slowly happening. And that lines up over there. It's tough. This... I'm not a fan of this. Let me see here. Oh yeah, I saw the bourbon smoked sugar the last time we were there and it looked really, really good. Maybe we can make some sugar cookies for the holidays this year. There we go, that's better. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's see. This is gonna be a long as hell stream today, y'all. Because I gotta get through this, otherwise I am gonna be kind of screwed for this class. Oh, thank you, Blue Breeze. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mostly needed to get this spike to not touch the other thing in a straight line. That was looking bad. Hey, Easy Draw, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? Oh, let's see. Okay. I think... Yeah, I did like little... roof tiles here, but I'll worry about that in a second. Okay, slowly but surely. We're almost to the roof of this damn house. I'm just gonna switch gears for a second and draw some grass because grass. Don't eat grass. That's all I gotta say. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm not gonna have that connect, I don't think. Well, actually, yes, I am. I just have to connect it through all of this. Like that. There we go. And then this has got to connect like that. And then I'm doing okay, Easy. I'm doing all right. I'm trapped in the middle of this art school homework, but other than that, I'm feeling like I'm making good progress on this. We changed up the pose, her pose a little bit, and gave her an axe compared to the last drawing that I did of her, because I needed her to match the other concept art I did of another character for this piece, or for this like concept. Because she was okay, but she wasn't like my favorite, so I needed her to be a little bit fancier. And I feel a lot more confident in her pose. The design stayed kind of the same. I changed her anatomy a little bit, but I'm really liking where she's going. And then now I have to think about what I want to do with the, like, color. And that I'm not sure yet. So I've done some thumbnails for it, but that's the question is, am I going to stick with the same thing? Or am I going to do something else? Also, Jason, I wanted to say thank you for making me the rice, by the way. I had, like, Tamago Kake Gohan for breakfast. I ate most of it. I didn't eat all of it, but I did eat at least something for breakfast today, so that is an improvement over yesterday. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, right, making sure we eat breakfast, big mood. The last couple days have been a struggle over here for me. I've been definitely riding on the struggle bus, and that is, you know, it is the way that it is. But getting food in is important. I actually, probably after getting this line art done, I'm gonna go and stop and just see if there's like a little snacky that I can go and get. If I want to, because it's about 2 here, and I really should eat. And then I've got to change up the flat values next on this particular piece. That's going to be the next step, is making sure that all my flat values are in place. And then after that, it's rendering the color. But I think I'm going to stop this. Fortunately, the this, I think, is due. I have to double check again. I believe it's due next week. So he doesn't expect me to finish this whole thing just this week, which is great. But I have to double check and see what the deal is. I ate breakfast and then was in a car for 4 hours. Oh, God. Hopefully you are free from the car. And hopefully it was because you were going to someplace fun. Come on, hand, please. I like my little saggy window. I'm too old for this place, but my brothers wanted to go, so damn. You're like, we... I have admin work to go do, but I don't wanna. I'm so sorry. It seems like it's just kind of a cold-blooded day for pretty much everybody. Yeah, this whole thing is done in like a German expressionist style. Do I have... Let me see. I can pull open my thumbnails and stuff too. German Expressionism is a really specific type of, I guess... Let me see if I can get some good examples here. Type of film. Let me open this one too. And so the architecture can get really fucking weird, which I love. And so you can see that these, like the door is like, these are basic thumbnail sketches, but like the door is like sideways and all the stuff is falling off of the wall, and like the stuff shouldn't work. Or you have these like big black shapes and bold lines. Yeah, it's a huge inspirational genre for me. I ended up toning down the German Expressionism a little bit, but you can see how there's lots of really weird shapes for all of the objects in the scene. Certain things look bigger or larger than they should. But yeah, lots of fun stuff. So I love having all these weird windows that are like sliding slowly off the side of the house. And then too, it makes it easier for me because then I don't have to go in and do super precise perspective. It can kind of just be implied, which is very easy. So do I go to college art school? Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm a graduate of visual development. I'm in grad school for that. So I have my two bachelors in illustration and one in game art. And then I'm going to grad school for visual development. So that's like concept art and environment art for video games and films. My goal is to eventually work at a video game studio, so I'm going to hopefully move to New Zealand in the next like year or two, and then apply to one of their game studios that are down there. There's like only one of them, and I have a pretty good chance of getting a job. So that's going to be my next goal after this, but as of right now, it's a lot of school. And it is fun, but it is an insane amount of work. Okay, almost there. Yeah, normally, what I do for, like, my job is I'm an art professor, so I teach at the undergraduate level. And I have written and published a lot of books, not on art, but, like, fiction books, like fantasy books. Go, little house, go! There we go. Nice. Alright. Looks like I missed this little part when I did my composition sketch, but that's okay. I was chucked into the ad pit and climbed back out. Welcome back. I hope it was a good woe and not a bad woe, Cal. Because those are two very different things, you know? Cool. I want to do that, but where I am, nobody gets paid for doing art. It's mostly a trade state. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, if you live in the United States, you got to move to California, Washington State for video games. That's pretty much it. Yeah, those are the only two places that I can think of in the U.S. if you live here to do that, which is partially, like, I'm very glad that my husband is planning on going to school in another country because jobs are considerably less competitive over there. Like, I submitted my portfolio and I realized I was dumb and I didn't see that on their, Oh yeah, Maryland and Texas. Thank you, Jace. Yeah. I didn't see that on the company website, that they were only accepting New Zealand applicants at the time, so I feel really lame for submitting my application and not having read that. I was like, duh. But they got back to me and they said that they really liked my portfolio, and that was for narrative design, that was for writing. And so there's actually a chance that I could have gotten in if I had been a New Zealand resident at the time. Like, I could have just straight up gotten a job, and that would have been insane. But I currently live in Colorado, which also has, like, no jobs here. So I kind of gave up on that until there was an actual place where I could potentially move for work. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so let me work backwards through this. Go ahead and turn my old lines off here. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this. Yeah, there's like some mobile game studios here, but like the one that I know of, they're kind of assholes, so. Okay, so let's clean this up. Welcome back. Yeah, no, they're rude. They're super rude. Every single person that I know is like, don't even go over there. They're just mean. Gotta be really careful here. Well, they want you to work for like zero money. That's my problem with them, is that they want to hire you for the same wages that like Panda Express is paying, and it's like, I have like a degree. But c'est la vie. You should totally still get into it though, Easy. You can definitely do it. You just gotta get a really good portfolio, and then if you're willing to move, you can pretty much do anything that you want. Or you can work for indie studios too, and a lot of companies are actually, they're not like too afraid of hiring remote now, which is pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to try and push for when I move to New Zealand, is to see if the company, right when we move, if they're willing to allow me to work remotely while my husband is in college. And then if not, then I'll have a couple of years to really get my portfolio together and continue to teach art school. And then until then, that's how that goes. Really like the composition of this a lot more now. This is slowly working out in my favor. This school was definitely way more challenging and way harder than the school that I currently teach at. So that was definitely the biggest interesting difference. I have to do a bunch of grading today, that reminds me. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of art schools do online, which is great. I currently go to AAU, which is, in my opinion, one of the most affordable, prestigious art schools in the country. They're relatively inexpensive, which is good. Other art schools can be kind of scams if you're not careful, mostly because they charge you a hell of a lot of money for effectively nothing. So definitely doing a lot of research is really, really, really important for art schools. And then other schools specialize in other stuff. So you have to really know what you want to go to school for. Like if you want to do concept art, for example, picking a school that has degrees in concept art is going to be really important. Oh, thank you for that follow, Easy. That's very nice. But yeah, like the school that I went to didn't have a degree in concept art. They had a degree in game art, which didn't really work for me. So then I had to double major, which cost me more time and energy than I probably needed to. Versus if I had just gone to AAU in the first place, those guys just have a visual development degree, and that would have been a huge time saver for me. Would have been much better. But that's pretty much the run of the gambit. AAU rocks, though. I really would vouch for them. The chair of my program is insanely cool. Ah, but true. Then we would have never met. You're right, though. You're right. Yeah, and I'm still glad that I went. I also wouldn't have a job. Oh, well, back to chat. Back to the chatty. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna go in and clean up her values here. Let me see, I just gotta kind of awkwardly go through and get this to go. Yeah, and some schools are way too lenient on their students. It's tough because, like, I feel like, I don't know, the school I work for is too lenient in my opinion, but you don't want to, like, crush somebody, if that makes sense. Bye, Jace. I love you. Have a good rest of your work day. Bye-bye. Yeah, art schools should be hard. It should be really, really hard, actually. And if it's not, then you're probably doing something wrong. Okay, here we go. I get to teach digital painting next semester, which is very fun. I liked teaching Intro to Animated Storytelling, but I would much rather teach digital painting. As long as I can get this to be sort of clean by the time I get done with stream today, I'm gonna feel really good about it. Better. Okay. Now I have to figure out what color or like what value I want to put on the tomahawk. So that's the next step. And this is the hood. Get this in here. There we go. Okay, slowly but surely. I'm happy with it. I think that the whole head of the axe is actually going to be this dark metal color. Because then it'll be right up against that bright background. Yeah, if anybody ever has any questions about art schools and like how to vet for good ones or what you should be looking for out of degree programs or, you know, any word of like whether or not certain schools are good or bad or whatever. I've like worked for one art school and then that one is in Colorado and that one is open to students statewide. But then also to, I have attended 2 art schools total, so that I could kind of help. I know at the very least, like, what to expect out of an art school and what to look for in terms of admissions. What am I doing here? Okay, so I think I'm gonna actually just flatten this out. I don't want that. I think for the rawhide, I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, and that's wood. So I'll do this. This is rough. Okay. This cleanup stage is always the worst, especially when you have like outdoor environments. I gotta make sure all my line art lines up. Okay, so that's at least 1/2 of the piece is now lined up properly. For context, my original drawing was like 2 inches by 3 inches, and now we made this thing like massive. So I had to like go in and clean this up. but we're making it happen. Do you all like working on environments when you do paint landscapes? Because the environment class that I had this semester was legitimately the hardest class I've ever done in my life. Not because I feel like I'm bad at environments, because I feel like this is a pretty compelling environment, but because the actual I don't know, the way the course was structured, I guess, was problematic. It was very intense. I don't paint. Even digital painting? You've never, like, digital painted a landscape? That still counts. This counts as painting. Not even for comics? You haven't ever, like, rendered a background for a comic? Cal, I think you're a liar. I just realized I was very cold, and it's because I needed my banky. Yes, any kind of illustration is painting. Even if it's done digitally, and even if you render it flat. Because there are plenty of illustrators who, like, work flat with traditional media as well. For example, this is a good example. Get in here. This is considered a rendered painting. There's like a flat shadow and some flat shape. Does that make sense? So even if you're illustrating and you have just line art and then you're filling it in, it still counts as a painting. Definitely. It's like, yeah, everybody does illustration or painting differently. So definitely, I would count that as painting. Gouache is fucking great. Ah, I realized that the art store near me has about 1 million types of gouache paint, by the way. Yeah, the only reason I say so is really because there has been like a huge, I think, like, kickback from a lot of people who are traditional, quote, fine artists who don't consider any form of digital illustration. Okay, so here's the context, okay? So there are technically 2 different fields in which drawing can fall into, right? The first is illustration. The second is fine art. Fine art typically tends to not have a narrative to it. It's simply art for the sake of art. You know, you have kind of an idea or a concept in your head, or even an emotion, a feeling, and then you execute it, right? You create something that in your mind represents that emotion, that feeling, that concept, that idea, right? Other people might look at it and go, I don't know what you meant by that, right? But ultimately, you've created something with an intent, and that constitutes as fine art. That's enough for it to be art, right? Illustration, on the other hand, is an art form in which you're trying to create something that tells a story and has an interpreted message. Like, this technically is an illustration, by all accounts, because I have a story, I have a figure, I have an actor, an action, she's looking at the house, and then she has the prop, right? But that doesn't mean that the method doesn't count as painting, right? There are a lot of fine artists out there who really would like to say, oh, well, you are not actually painting because you don't have these, like, qualifications that you meet, or you're not doing these certain techniques, or you are only using flat color, or you're using too much line art, or etc., and like the list can go on and on and on and on. But in my opinion, anything that is made with the intent to like create some kind of art and you're doing it with a specific medium is painting, right? So if you are adding color and you have line art and all that other shit, in my mind, that's a digital painting. It's just a digital painting in a very specific style. If that makes sense. Guaranteed there would be some crusty people who would fight me on it, but... yeah, the fine artists in the art world tend to be those guys. Yeah, definitely. That's awesome that you do watercolor painting, though, Blueberries. I love watercolor. Watercolor and gouache are my favorites, besides acrylic. It's like the same people who don't consider anime to be actual animation. I had a fucking instructor like that one time, and literally, he was like going off about how he thought that anime was a trash animation medium because he didn't fucking understand what it was. And I was like, you are so white, dude. Like, I'm gonna need you to sit down, please. You are physically painful to be around. Long story short, I didn't really give a shit about what that guy had to say. He's like one of the worst instructors that I've ever had. He was the worst. That guy's biggest achievement was like animating Toucan Sam one time. Alright, here we go. This is where this gets dumb because I moved this around. They take a long time, but nature has more organic shapes, so less pain in the ass than man-made environments. Agreed. Agreed. No, Blue, you're right. No, wait. No, it's so true. Like, I ran into the same thing when I was a kid and I was doing dance, where all of a sudden you got to a certain age and people were like, well, if you're not competing, then you're not a real dancer. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, that's so weird. You're weird. Like, I got out of there real fast. I was like, I don't want to deal with these people anymore. They freak me out. Okay, I guess this is just, like, mondo blurry and I can't see anything. Lord, okay, I can't see anything. Not me having to, like, clean up all of this. Hey, Crulio, what's going on? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, man, same thing happened to my husband in martial arts. It's like, maybe I just want to karate chop a piece of wood. Okay? Maybe that's all I want to do, and I don't really want to do anything else. You can't tell me what to do. I'm so sorry you're not doing well, Crulio. I also have been depresso espresso, so that's been fucking wild. I may have pep in my voice, but my brain is not doing well. It is very relatable. Shit has been absolutely insane over here. Alright, let's see. The pep in my voice, but not in my soul, honestly. Honestly, it's been, I think, like a couple months. If I had to guess. But that is a good question, because time, to me, has been liquid. I have no idea. The humor coping strategy. Yup, that's me. If I had to define myself in any way, it'd be like, yep, that's it. I got like that Bo Burnham coping strategy on lock. Bo Burnham gets me. this. There we go. Okay, here we go. Slowly but surely, we're chugging. Let's see, I realize... There we go. Well, if you ever need to talk about it, you know, that the tough stuff, Discord is always open to you, you know. Shit can get wild. Life can be tough for no fucking reason. Sometimes gambling can be fun, though. What are gacha games but gambling? Just throwing that out there. Oh, sports betting. That's also dope. I feel like it's, like, more controlled than just, like, straight gambling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I respect it. I respect sports betting. Especially for, like, racing, like, and, like, other things like that. I can see that. But I'm sorry that you're, like, you're not doing well, though, otherwise. That fucking sucks, and... Yeah, I don't know why life's like that shit, you know? Mr. Guy, are you down here punching shit? What are you... It's not time for your num-nums. Oh, I'm so sorry, Crulio. That can be really, really sad. Yeah, that's tough. Losing a loved one is not easy, ever. I'm super sorry to hear that. Especially if the person was, like, very present in your life, you know? What am I looking at here? Yeah, I have, I'm kind of in the same boat. I have, like, one grandparent left, but he's an asshole, so, like, I don't talk to him. You know, my grandma passed away also in, like, June, just before her 91st birthday this year, so I understand where you're coming from. It's really hard. Shit's hard. Yeah, my grandma was old as fuck. She was so old. I'm glad you came and popped in, though. It's good at least to hear from you, even if things are hard. Hydrate. Everybody drink water. My cat is demanding food, sir. Yeah, let's drink some water. Hydrate. Try and drink something that'll help nourish you. I've been really bad in only drinking coffee, and then, like, in the middle of the night, I'm like, why can't I sleep? And it's like, But cheers, man, for real. Like, I hope that at least it can feel, you know, like, it doesn't ever, like, go away or get better, I don't think, but I hope that, you know, soon you can feel like you at least took, like, a little bit of a breather, you know? Why can't I sleep? Oh, I wonder why. Yeah, yep, that's been me. That is literally, that is 100% canon. Real factual me. And then I have, like, a coffee caffeine sensitivity, too, so I'm just, like, extra dying, and I'm like, this is funny! I don't know why I'm like this. I'm gonna go with this. starting to get the munchies. Mr. Man, you got the munchies too? Tatsu, you got the munchies as well? Tatsu. I might feed him in just a second. Ooh, physics test. Oh, gross. Me and math and science are not friends, so like I'm like automatically scared of that shit. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. Sometimes I wonder who writes these EDM songs because the lyrics are fucking awful. What's the ACL? ACL in relation to what? Because I'm sure that there are a bunch of different ACL acronyms. The human body, I think it's like a tendon. My anatomy's also not that great. Oh, it's in your knee. Yeah. It's a little tendon. It's a little tendon in your knee. Or a ligament, pardon me. It's a little ligament. It's what holds your kneecap to your other bone. Yeah, it's like a little piece of stringy that holds your things. Okay, let's see. I need to open some of these forms here real fast. So that way I don't end up being sad. Okay, there we go. Hey, hey, don't be licking my egg. Mr. Cat. Oh, you're so bad. Get out of here. You're lucky that that's just egg yolk. Oh, you're so bad. He's so bad. Okay, well, I need to go feed this cat, that means, because otherwise he's gonna fucking try licking my egg. Oh, you're so bad. Come here. Oh, you're such a little... To be fair, I was the one who left the egg. He's merely an opportunist, or an opportunist. He saw an advantage and he exploited it. Thankfully, it's just egg yolk. There's not really anything. He can totally eat that and he'll be fine. I'm not mad. Nah, he just shouldn't be eating people food. I try and tell him that he can't eat out of my bowl. He does not listen. He does not care. Tatsu gives 0 fucks. Thankfully, my cat I don't think is allergic to anything. He's a little scavenger though. We assume he was outside the back of a Pizza Hut Taco Bell combo. Because the only things he likes to eat are pizza sauce, specifically. Like, he will lick tomato sauce off of pretty much everything. And he won't eat the meat. He'll just lick the tomato sauce. Or, alternatively, he'll eat the Taco Bell refried beans. He will try and fight you to the death for the beans. Which is terrifying. Ah, oof, I'm sorry you twisted your ankle, though. Yo, that sounds like that hurts, Krulio. That sucks. Oof. Ouch. God damn, yeah, that's rough. That's a rough couple of things to happen in, like, the same day. Man. Yeah, I don't know what it is. November, December this year? Fucking cursed. Okay, Tatsu, why are you eating my headphones? Bruh. Tatsu, you're eating egg. You're eating egg and you're eating headphones. Sir, why are you being Dennis the Menace? Why are you being Dennis the Menace? Yeah. He does. Well, and he also wants attention, too. Which is valid. Just give me, like, 2 seconds. I'm so close to being done with these flat values, my dude. Like, so close to cleaning this up. And then we're going to turn the I guess, the color on, and then I have to do some experimentation to figure out what color is working. Anything is possible here. He also wants love. He is like one of the most affectionate cats I've ever owned in my life. Like, he's so... God, he loves being loved. Mr. Guy, can you cool your jets? You know, honestly, at least the thrift finds are good. That's all we can hope for, right? Like, really, truly. Maybe everybody's depresso espresso and they're just like giving away all their stuff, and then now you're like, it's mine now. Plot twist. Good boy, Tatsu. Okay. There we go. Whoa, 25 bucks for a curio cabinet is kind of a steal. Truly, what a deal. What even are these lyrics? Who writes these? Sorry we have to suffer through the free playlist on Spotify, because otherwise I get karate chopped by YouTube. Tatsu's over here being cute. He's purring. Yeah. You want kisses? That's what you want? Okay, almost there. Keep it up, keep it up. All right. And then once we apply the lighting, we're going to be in a really good spot. Looking good. Almost there, almost there. Okay. Last, he's like, he sounds like an idling truck. I mean, it's because he kind of is, okay? He kind of is. I'm glad that you guys can hear him because, yeah, he's very old. Yes, cat party. Let's go. Okay, cool. Now. Duplicate. Okay, so now let me go and clean this up. Welcome to hell. He is, we suspect, probably like 10, if we had to guess. So he's not like ultra old, but he was definitely like coming up on senior age when we adopted him. But he led a rough outdoor life. He was rescued with effectively a really bad eye infection. And he ended up losing his eye, unfortunately. And then he was having trouble being adopted because people don't really want to take care of a special needs cat. I personally don't really think that he's, like, that difficult to take care of, personally. But he is so cute. Kind of nasty, but I mean, aren't all cats to some extent kind of nasty? So then we had to get him a bunch of dental surgeries, so that way his eyes would stop getting infected, and then that ended up resulting in him losing half of his teeth. So now he's an old man with one eye and half of his teeth, but he does pretty good for himself, to be honest. Clean this up. Okay, hopefully this doesn't look like shit. I think we're doing okay, though. I don't know what we're working on here. I think this is okay. Oh, I see. D-claws from previous owners. Yeah, fortunately, I think this little dude ran away early enough before any, like, D-claws or anything happened. He was neutered, but he didn't have, like, a catch, neuter, release tag on him or anything, so very weird. So now he lives with us, and he eats all of the stuff, and he's kind of a little old man, and he complains way too much about stuff, and he farts a lot, and that's pretty much it. Okay. Okay, so now now I gotta clean up this. Damn. This is the only problem here. I understand where I was going with this. So, let me... I'm gonna have to clean this up and then put back down some texture work. Yep, yeah, for whatever reason he stopped liking the tuna. It's okay, now he's on a turkey and beef kick. He loves that shit. Huge fan of turkey and beef. Okay, what I'm gonna do... This is what I'm gonna do. My cat loves Triscuits. That's so funny. Cats are so weird. I'm sorry, Crulio. That shit's hard. I'm sorry, buddy. It sounds like she was really special and really important too. So let me see now. This is going to look really dumb right now, but I promise this will all make sense in about 15 seconds here. Tatsu, you're being so patient and so good, and I really appreciate that from you, bud. You just kind of erase that out. There we go. Oh, let's see. My cat is a, he is a Flame Point Siamese, actually. And I know that the people with the adoption agency were like, he's probably a Siamese mix. And I'm like, y'all have never seen a Siamese cat before in your life. So he's definitely very, very, very Siamese. But he's an apple head. So he's white. He's got little orange ears and a little orange tail. And he's very cute. Okay, so let me see how this looks. I'm going to just kind of double check this whole thing. Let's see, multiplying 36. Multiply 36. Oops, wrong layer. Oh, Torty. Oh, that's cute. That's so fun. Cats are great. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to just kind of gently pull this up a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And then this too. I have what I'm pretty sure is a Calico Siamese mix. Honestly, awesome. What's a tortie? A tortie is a specific type of cat. They're also called tortoiseshell cats, but they're very unique. I think that they can only be female as far as I can understand. But they're very pretty. Yeah, they're known for, like, my grandma had a tortie at some point too. I wish I could find one with a split. Yeah, this one. They're known for sometimes having this split down their face where they have orange on one side and black or brown on the other side, which is very, yeah, very unique. It's such a cool coat pattern. Yeah, I love it. That's so cool. Mr. Cat, why are you drooling on yourself? He's so old, guys. Sir, you're so old and you're so drooly. Are you okay? Oh, you're making biscuits in the air. You don't even know what's going on. He's so old. Oh, nice. I had a split-faced tortie. Her name was Lily. Oh, that's sweet. Calico Siamese also sounds beautiful. Beautiful cat. Alright, Mr. Man, I promise I'm almost done. You just gotta have faith in me, my guy. I'm going to, at some point, have to do a more official paint over with better texture. But we'll get there. Okay, looking good. Let me go and clean up. Looks like down here. Oops. And over here. Get rid of this. Nice. Oh, and then let's get rid of this. Oh boy. Okay, cool. And then okay, looking good. Let me also, for whatever reason, having issues here. Because I need these windows to be like really bright. There we go. This ended up getting moved. Because ideally I need this like haunted house kind of a look to it, but I can do, let's see. There we go. And then let's do this. Get out of here. Yeah, because as long as I can submit something to this guy that's like relatively good and has a good, like, I guess, understanding of... Oh, let's see. I gotta get rid of this. I moved the tree. Let me go clean up this tree. Damn tree. Okay. Tree, and then let's clean up the tree. Yeah, it's sometimes you gotta move a tree, you know? But I think we're looking good. And then I'm gonna also be providing new shading and stuff to this whole thing. Okay, there we go, better. Okay, that looks good. Let me then turn on this. And then clean this up. This is like really ugly. This is really difficult. I'm gonna have to clean this up eventually. Where? There it is. Terrible. I don't know if I like this method of doing paintovers like this. Nope, let's drink some water. Everybody drink water, tea, coffee, soda, anything that you can to hydrate. Also stretch. Oh goodness, I was like shrimping really bad. So yes, definitely stretch. Okay, looking better. I don't know what that is. This layer is a mystery to me. Oh, that's why. I'm just gonna kind of clean up each of these layers as we go. Oh, I see. Hold on, I gotta redo this entire layer. That's okay. Sometimes that's the way that it goes. I found pics of Lily. If you want to share, you're more than welcome. We love animal pics in this chat. Let me see. Okay, so now let me go in here like this. No, that's not what we want. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this over top of this layer. There we go, better. Hi Jess, how's it going today? Good to see you. Okay, so now I need to figure out what I'm doing with my entire color scheme here. Also, thank you. I'm glad you like my house. It's slowly coming together. Yes, you can just drop any photos that you want of all animals into the general chat. That is a good place for them. Okay, so now I need to figure out what I'm doing here. I'm writing smut, and then just fear. Okay. But now I'm gonna have to go in and clean up this here. Oops. Let's see here. Damn tree. Really cursed me here. I know this looks silly. Let me turn this off. Let me see. Cool, let me check it out. Aww. Lily. Aww. Yes, that's so sweet. Yeah, I love that split face coat. It's so pretty. What a cute cat. Aw, Ladybug. Oh, look at Ladybug. That's so cute. Aw, y'all's pets are cute. So cute. Mandibles. Okay, so now I need to do this thing. Go like this. And then I gotta erase out the tree. Oops, not like that. And then invert. And then now we erase this out. There we go. And then oh wait, let me see. I'm just gonna continue to erase this out because for whatever reason I'm cursed and I'm gonna get rid of this shit. Goodbye. Because this is an interesting thing, but the color is like, alright. I need something better. Oh, I love that your cat is in the ceiling, Crulio. That's so awesome. Oh, and then your kitty Ariel. Oh, so pretty. Look at these kitties. I don't know how he's got, oh, how he got there. Oh, I see. Oh. Well, he was a beautiful cat. He's a piece of something. Yeah, he was a beautiful cat. Okay, what the fuck am I doing here? So I feel like this is, like, really weak. Let's see. Because I almost feel like... I'm almost wondering... Because I don't want to, like, remove anything yet. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here. We're going to grab these colors. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm actually going to end up having to change this color too, I think. Let me see. That's better. Okay, sorry, I'm over here suffering. Alright. Oh, love bots. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Hello? Oh, thanks. You're even faster than me. Can I get a happy little tree? Unfortunately not for biddies, but I do appreciate the biddies though. We have a sad tree. I do appreciate those bits though. Thank you so much, Crulio. What am I doing with my life? If you do ever want to doodle, I've got Ko-fi doodles that are like $10 and you can get a doodle of animal or like character of your choice. I'll do like really basic portraits for that. And right now the goal is to get some marketing stuff for my books. What is going on here? I'm mad that the best viewers on webfollowers.ru was not even in Russian. Does that upset anybody else? I feel like I want that message to be in Russian. And I'm mad that it wasn't. I have the anger. Yeah, because I like this color scheme. It's okay, but I feel like I need to whip out another one so that my teacher can see it and then go, okay, well let's play. Because there's gotta be something, you know? I don't know how we feel. Oh, I guess I have to just... Nope. How do I... Nope. Do I have to just... I think I just gotta delete all this shit. This is fine. Everything's fine. It's tough because this top is like white. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Good luck on your quest for food. Oh, Tatsu, okay, hold on, bud. I promise, hold on. I am so close to being done with this assignment, and then we can both eat. Why is there like a weird shadow here? Where the fuck is that shadow at? Oh, it's like that. It's not a shadow, it's a highlight. That was weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Boots. Nope, too saturated. Alright, we're making it happen. Almost there. I gotta just, like, keep my eyes to the sky. Come on. My brain is, like, definitely, slowly short-circuiting. Okay. Which, this I don't hate. But... this looks messy as fuck. Hopefully my teacher won't be like, what have you done? Okay, so if this is just like the daytime, I like this, but see, and it's tough because I don't want to like hit it with too much red. This is rough. What? 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 That's just all I gotta say. I think... Actually, hold on, I think I have unlocked the secret. I think I'm unlocking the secrets to the universe right now. Wait. Wait. Oh, this is where Tatsu starts to go and punch random things. Yep, he's punching. He's doing the punch. Give me like 20 more minutes, Mr. Man. Oh, I'm feeling it in my bones. I'm almost there. I feel so bad. He could go eat the dry food, but does he choose to do that? No. This is not what I want. It's not multiply, that's for sure. It's not overlay. Well, let's see. If I were to do it overlay, what if I did filter? What if I, hold on. I'm trying to get this specific effect. Okay, so let's get a red sun in here like that. And then I need like the brightest, orangest, crazy shit to happen here. What is even going on right now? Oh, okay, we're getting closer. Okay, getting closer. Getting closer. And this looks absolutely bananas. I am trying to look at suns in hazy skies. This is like a little bit too hard, though. I don't like how it looks around the edge of that sun. Damn. I'm gonna get it. Ah, Tatsu, please stop punching my desk. I love you, but please. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take this, this. Sir. Maybe... He's freaking out. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I'm trying to get kind of like this effect of like hazy wildfire sun. It is slowly going. And I'm not really sure If this is right. Not this. Oh god, you're like dying, Mr. Man. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, hello. This is gonna make sense. Oh god, he's so violent. There we go. At least there's that. Okay, so now let me see here. I'm gonna keep going with our further purple shadows. Thank you, Mr. Man, for being so patient. He's so patient. I don't need to hit it this dark. I think I'm gonna have to hit this entire thing with this kind of smoky blue color over top of everything. It's like kind of like cyan gray blue, I think, is what I'm seeing. And then I need to hit let's see. I gotta make sure I do this right. Okay, so overlay looks great. That's exactly what I needed. The colors were just too warm. And then furthermore, I need kind of to take effectively this shit here and just kind of blur out the lines here. Over by the hill. And over here. Like that. There we go. So then that way we have just like a little bit of shit that's really, and like she's gonna be really crisp. And also so is this tree. Because I just need the hill to be a little blurred. Okay, that's much better. Much better. For comparison, this was what we had before. It was just kind of like noontime sun, but this is much better. Let me see what I can do here with this these windows. Is it weird that I actually kind of want to darken the inside of this door? What am I doing actually? Maybe I don't want these to be that bright. Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking. Yep, Tatsu's sitting on me. He's hoping to woo me with his Sweet, sweet song. Okay. Alright, so I'll tell him that I'm gonna clean this up next time. This is the beginning of this piece. And then, I'm gonna be adding some extra details to stuff. I really like the linear direction of this, so this is much better than what we were working with in the beginning, which was this very yellow, very bright thing. So, awesome. Okay, well, I'm feeling pretty confident in that. First and foremost, I'd like to say thanks to everybody who hung out today. I appreciate you. Also to Easy Draws for jumping in and hitting the follow. That's very cool, and I appreciate that a lot. You are awesome. Yeah, just as another reminder, the cutoff point for voting for the first 2 chapters of Betrayer's Blade is in 5 days. So if you are interested in doing that and voting on those chapters, getting access to those chapters, the deadline is in 5 days. So you can do that on my Ko-fi, and then you can read the 2 chapters and then enjoy. Also, thank you to Danny Amstutz for subscribing on YouTube as well. That is very kind. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing some writing. We're going to be working on that werewolf pitch, and hopefully it won't suck. So thanks again for being awesome, you all. Like, this was a hard stream for me today. So I'm very happy with the way that this turned out. I'm going to go feed myself and the cat. And I hope that you all have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.